Damn, it went right away as soon as I plugged it in. Boom. There you go. We are live. Waiting for Uncle Joey to confirm that.
Making sure. Um, Usually it shows a little live thing on our screen. I don't think I see that.
It shows it on mine. Shows, yeah, show the or broadcast going.
Let me see. All right, Princess Moonshine page
Yep,
is up and running.
we're good.
The only thing it's not actually on the two uncles page. Oh, there it goes.
What?
Just showed live. Yep.
I was gonna say,
Man,
wait
that's
a minute.
slow. That's
Yeah.
slow. It just like popped up on my phone.
Wow. Well, hey, we're going. Well, that's a good thing.
Hey, welcome. Hey, everybody.
Nash Brothers Moonshine, what's up?
Sorry we're a little bit late. We
Yeah,
uh we thought
technical.
we would pay homage to our someone that we look up to. He's me and Mark's idol, Mr.
Who
Sean
looks up
Rick.
to
Thank
him?
you very much
Wait, you're
for
speaking for
we
me now?
appreciate everything you do, and we wanted to be late in your honor.
I'll just play. Appreciate it. Love the shirt, Uncle Joey. Love it, man. I'm glad I've
Hey,
got
thank
these.
you. Who made these for us?
Um, Michelle Moose. She made these
Michelle
for us.
Moose. Thank you,
Yep.
Michelle.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. That was awesome. Thanks for doing that. I think we
What
need
you
to have
got?
a few more made up.
What you
Um,
got? What you got in that glass over there, old man?
I'm drinking some of Morgan's moonshine, aged,
What?
aged in a barrel, 15 months. This is my potato shine, 15 gallons on a 15-gallon. Well, actually, it's a funny story about that shit because we all know about the angel shares, but I didn't think my angels were going to take that many. God damn. I ended up
You
putting,
live
well, the barrel.
you live in the heat, brother.
Yeah, no, humid and heat, and had it outside the whole time. And I ended up putting this 15-gallon barrel holds 16 gallons. I put 16 gallons in it initially. Later on, about 5 months later, I noticed it dropped quite a bit. I said, fuck, I want the full 16 gallons. So I put another gallon in. So a total of 17 gallons. At the end of the day, when I drained it back in July, I got 14 gallons. It took 3 gallons. I was like, the damn angels down here are awful thirsty.
Well, it's that Florida heat, man. That Florida
Yeah.
heat. That barrel was just a sucking. It was just sucking all that out.
Plus, that barrel had sat for a long time before I actually used it. I got that from our good buddies in Jacksonville at Burlock and Barrel.
Nice.
Hopefully, we'll be having them on here soon, a couple of weeks or a couple episodes, I should say. I got that barrel and it sat in my house for years. And I finally said, you know what? I need to fill that thing. So it was bone dry. I mean, when I took it outside, Joey, to fill water to seal it up, I could see daylight through this thing. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. So you knew you were going to lose a little something, maybe.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But it all worked out well. It's pretty tasty. I like it. So I'll be sending you a bottle up with Joey here soon, and so you can try it out for yourself.
What exactly? It's just your tater shine.
Yep, it came straight from the hearts. Every time I did a run, I would take the two middle jars out of the hearts, the best of the best, set it aside. I did that for years. Just kept setting aside. There's times I'd do three, and it got down to where I had 13 gallons. I said, man, it's getting too close. I just need to do this. So I just did another batch, took the hearts, got 17 gallons. Let's do it. Filled it up. Waited 15 months. I wanted to wait longer, but I also wanted to have it for Maggie Valley when I went in July for Maggie. So I wanted to have, make sure I
Right.
had it. I'm glad I did. It'd have probably carried over some better notes and longer if I left it in for a solid 2 years, but it worked out pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Just straight potato, not potato and anything else. Just potato.
Just potato.
Oh yeah.
That was my go-to for years. Now that I've stocked up on a lot of potato here recently, but I'm getting ready to start doing a lot more corn. I'm gonna do some corn mashes. I got a brand new 15-gallon barrel out there, never been used. Got it from Burlock. These guys love. I love those guys. They take good care of me. But I'm gonna do a bunch of grain different corns and find out which one I like the best. And then once I figure that out, I'm going to do nothing but that grain, and I'm going to fill that barrel and make me a bourbon.
Hell yeah.
It's
I
going to
know
take a
one
long
thing for sure. If I ever get a chance any to get anywhere near, would you say it's in Jacksonville? I am
Yeah.
100% going to Burlock and Barrel.
Oh yeah, these guys, they'll treat you right. They're good guys, very informative. They've been through the ringer. I don't know if I should announce it or not, but I think I will. They're getting ready to take over another distillery in Tennessee.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
That's cool. As a
Yeah.
what kind of distillery is it already?
I can't go into a lot of details because I was asked not to,
Hmm.
but it's something in the works, and it looks good. Looks very promising. I talked to Colin. He's one of the owners a couple weeks ago. Hopefully, something will come of that. I'd love to see him be in Tennessee. I brag about these guys all the time, what a good liquor they make, and I'd like to see them spread their wings.
Yeah. They that bottle is impressive. I've let a couple people try that, and they've
Yeah,
been pretty impressed with it.
I got it on my
It,
bar here
it it's
somewhere.
got a lot. There's a lot going on. You can almost did do they pot still that? What are they? What? How big's their still? Did you say they're not real big, are they?
No, they have a 300-gallon still, but they never have used it. And I like their concept, and I understand why they do what they do. They have four 50-gallon stills. They're stainless with a copper top and column reflux.
Yeah.
And the reason they do that, and I learned a lot from these guys, and I totally on board with them 100%. You run these great big stills, you're gonna sit there and babysit that mother forever, right? You run 450 gallons, run them all at the same time, you're done in a day. It's over, done. Put it away. Good. So they run
And
four
and and,
fifty.
and you can when you're setting your mashes, you can either do one 200-gallon mash or do the four
Right.
50-gallon. Do the four individual. You got perfect setup. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. And that way, if they want to do a special blend, they do a jalapeno honey. If you want to do that, you got a 50 gallon. It's not a big seller or whatever. Then you just do a small batch. It works out pretty good.
and I'll be honest. I feel like you get a good quality flavor. I'm not knocking big stills. I've had some damn good liquor off some big stills, but I feel like some of the smaller stills, more concentrated, more shorter runs, you get good flavor. You get good flavor out of them 8, 10 big ass runs out of them big ass stills, and you're dragging
Right.
a lot of flavor out. That's heating that stuff up a long time, man. It's
Right.
getting a lot
You're
of
up.
heat onto that mash.
You're absolutely right. And we talked about that before. Like these guys that got their bottles done at Sugarlands, and those big batches, it takes some work and takes some time. And um, yeah, I totally agree. A small batch, definitely better for me. It is. I like small batches. I like that Four Roses small batch. That's my go-to.
So listen, I was doing some surfing today on YouTube, and I follow a couple different bourbon groups. And Four Roses just did something that their entry level bottle, that normal 80 proof bottle, they now sell it in a 1 liter, and they bumped it up to 100 proof. I think they still have their smaller 80, the fifth, the
Right.
80 proof bottle, but the 1 liter is now 100 proof. And they did a review on this bourbon review channel, and these guys were talking about, for 25 a liter of bourbon for 20, it was 24.99. And I
God
think these
damn.
guys are either in Kentucky or they're in Michigan, but they were just talking about Four Roses. It's no everybody sleeps on that entry level bottle that they put out there because they make so many other products. But that $25 bottle, and it's a 1 liter, and now it's 100 proof. I bet that's a good bottle,
For
man.
20
I'm going to
for
definitely have to
25 bucks, I gotta
write
try
that
that.
down.
I gotta try it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Go look for it. It's in a 1 liter bottle.
That single barrel that I've been this I think it's like 49. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's
For
anything
fifty
like the
dollars.
other one at 25, it is.
Listen, I have told so many people that have been just getting into bourbon, hey, what's a good bottle to buy, man? I'm just getting started. I said Four Roses. Go in and buy the cheapest Four Roses bottle that liquor store has. If it's the $25 bottle, buy it. If it's the single barrel bottle and you're okay with spending $50, I said buy that. I've explained to them the single barrel is going to be a little hotter, a little higher proof, but not one person has been upset or disappointed
Nah,
coming back to me and saying, man, I didn't really care for that, or no, everybody's been like, hey, man, I really like that. And now that I know that cheaper bottle is 100 proof, I'm like you. I definitely have to track one down.
but yeah, absolutely. I got base coming in here on the comments. I'm running banana run, but after this, I'm going to run all grain chocolate bourbon. Wow. All right. Brian Key. Hello, fellas. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. Jennifer Young. Hey, Jen. How you
Chocolate
doing?
bourbon.
Jennifer Young. I'm going to throw this out there. I don't know if I should or shouldn't, but I'm going to. If she gets mad at me, she's going to get mad at me.
Oh yeah, I
She,
remember this discussion. She owns a little something something.
yeah, she knows a little something, something, and I'm impressed with this girl. She knows a lot. She does great design work. If you're ever in, shit, I can't think of the name of the town now. Shit. It's in Georgia. Help me out here, Jennifer. But Moonrise Distillery, dude, I'll stop in there, check them out. You will be impressed. It's all Jennifer is doing, just to let you know. Uh-oh, we lost Joey. Damn it, Joey Clayton. That's it. Thanks, Jennifer. I'm bad. It's Clayton, Georgia. It is Moonrise Distillery. Great place. Got some good alcohol. I think Jennifer's won a few awards. So hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome in, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining, Jason Winters. Can't wait to see you at Farm to Bottle, brother.
Hey Jason, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Jason's we met up with him last year, and he lives up by a distillery that makes some pretty good stuff. Old Kevin Sutman at Seven Brothers, and they do a red, white, and blue, I think, and then a regular blue. And I think Jason's bringing me a couple bottles for Farm to Bottle for me to, yeah. I was just at a bourbon festival, and I was really disappointed. I really wish these bourbon festivals, the Ohio liquor thing, could do better. If you're going to have a bourbon festival, you should have an area where you could purchase every bottle that you try at this
Absolutely.
bourbon festival should be available for you to purchase right there on site, up to a case, because none of it's allocated. So you should be able to buy up to a case. So whatever you just tried on site, and Ohio will not allow it. So many people would have walked. Listen, oh, our buddy Chris Lewis would have made a killing that night, man.
They
So
had a clean house.
it was pretty cool. So I go there in the afternoon and it's hot. The sun's beating down on all these people, and all these men and their ladies are walking around, and the guys are drinking the bourbon, and the ladies are looking for something to drink, and they caught Chris Lewis's. He does a coffee shine, and these ladies were going nuts over his coffee shine. If he
Wow.
could if he could have sold jars there on the spot, he probably would have sold cases of that coffee shine. These ladies were loving it, and he has some kind of sipping cream, a pecan praline sipping cream moonshine that he was mixing it with. These ladies were losing their shit over it, man. So it's really disappointing that the OHLQ doesn't allow sales at these events, because they would promote and they would make money because they're making the money off every bottle that they're selling.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're shooting themselves in the foot,
It's a
man.
win-win. When you're doing it the way you're talking about, Joey, it's a win-win for everybody. But and you said it, they're shooting themselves in the foot. It's like, wake up, people! Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. You could not purchase one bottle at this event, but you can taste them. Buy your however many tastings, but nobody. And it just blows me away that. I mean, now you got to track them down, and like Kevin Sutman, he's not from this area. He's all the way up around Cleveland, and he doesn't have a big distribution down this way. So that right there, all these people got a taste of it, but nobody can buy it. Uh,
That's a shame. That's a shame.
yeah.
Yeah. That it was kind of that way when we went to Arkansas for the Ozark Music or Ozark Moonshine Music Festival in Clinton, Arkansas, a couple years ago. They did have some distillers there. They didn't sell their product there. They gave out samples. They were able to do that. It was like $10 charge. You could go. There's like six different distillers. You walk around the six
Yeah.
different distillers to try what they had. Some did online sales and some did not. So there was a couple that we came across that were phenomenal. We loved them. And it was like, but you couldn't order it, you couldn't buy it. It was like, what the fuck?
Now, it was beneficial for Chris. We were in Grove City, and there were two liquor stores in Grove City that sold
Oh,
his
cool.
product. And
There
I
you
heard
go.
him tell several people, look, if you want it when you're leaving town, go, yeah. So I'm hoping he sold, but I'll be honest, I'm actually, uh, I love Chris, man. Chris was one of my very first, like legal moonshine distilleries that I went down to, and dude, he's running a copper pot just like what I see every. I mean, his setup is just like it's everybody's, man. It's just like you're running what everybody's running, and he does a great job with his liquor. He does a fantastic job. He gets all his corn and grains from Vaughn up there at Schoolhouse Farms, and he makes a great product.
Cool.
And he makes this coffee shine, and we got a couple of these like higher end yuppie or style restaurants in Springfield, and I would really like them to try some of this, and I would really like them to put his jar on the menu. So, and I know a couple of the guys who are the heads of some of these places. Yeah, I'd like to take a jar to them and just say, "Hey, here, see what you can do to this. If you like it, keep buying it. If not, this one's on me." But I would love to see his liquor in some of these little higher end restaurants in a coffee martini or some kind of a coffee drink. All these fancy restaurants, you always see some kind of coffee drinks on their menu.
Always, always.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right, Joey. That would be a great sale.
I
And you
would be.
didn't.
Listen, I would, and right now is probably one of the worst times ever to be a liquor salesman. But I think it'd be a great job. They say liquor sales are down, but when you promote your friend's product and you really are passionate about your friend's product, I feel like, man, you're out there really striving to help people get. Because I would love to see Chris's that coffee in all kinds of fancy restaurants. I think instead of buying these. Whatever they're buying to make these drinks, man, put some Ohio-made coffee shine in your restaurant that you are serving in Ohio. That's I
Yeah,
wish there was a bigger push, man. I'm
yeah.
kind of on this soapbox on. I really wish it wasn't to where Sazerac has really got a stranglehold on these bars and restaurants, because what they do is, if you sell a lot of their products, when it comes time for these special bottles to come out, these Eagle Rare 17s and these George T Stags and things like that, the people that are can have easier access to these bottles are these places that sell a lot of liquor for the state. And it's kind of a bullshit way to do it, but I get it. You're kind of paying the guy who's doing a good, you're pushing liquor for the state, but at the same time, you're kind of pigeonholing certain people from only having that liquor. You know what I mean? Like they kind of save shit for certain people, and I know they do it because I know a bar owner here in Springfield that he said they can't get shit, but we got a brewery here in town that they have this big bourbon event, and they got this badass lineup. You know what I mean? So it's like it's politics. Unfortunately, there's politics even when it comes down to
Where we
bars
go,
buying their liquor. Yeah, what liquor they can get.
you
So
can't
that's
get
my
away
thing.
from
I wish everybody would say fuck Sazerac, fuck Buffalo Trace, and focus on Ohio. Buy these Ohio watershed, Middle West, M&O, Rustic Farm. The list goes on. We've got so many good bourbons in Ohio. Kevin Sutman up there. I mean, push them. Push these Ohio products, man. They're making money. Ohio's making money off of it. Push your own product. Quit giving our money to somewhere else. We're giving all our money to Kentucky basically because
right.
we're buying all this, Kentucky bourbon. Man, put this money back in the state of Ohio. State of Ohio
Yes.
is making some kick-ass bourbon.
Kind of like, but we talked about this before, Joey. Me doing this local stuff here and doing the traveling moonshiner, I do
Yeah,
local. It saves on me on costs because there's a shitload of them. There's like 200 distilleries here in Florida,
yeah,
and a lot of them do rum. And what else to look for is rum in Florida, right? I mean, come on, you're tropical. What a tropical rum,
yeah.
and I get it. So But and I totally agree with you. You want to keep it local. In fact, that's part of one of the laws. When you become a distiller here in Florida, you have to use so much percentage of a Florida crop or byproduct to use in your
Right.
product. So, and I like that idea because you're just promoting your state and local farmers, local shiners, or distilleries, whatever, distributors, the whole nine yards. So I totally agree with that. But at the same time, you want to be able to distribute outside of the state to let other people try your product.
Yeah.
You're only limited to a certain amount. Although Florida's become, I just realized, I found out a couple of weeks ago, Joey, you're gonna like this. It blew my mind. That's why I want to get out of Florida. Florida has outgrown New York
Yeah.
by population. I was like, fuck, god damn it.
Yeah.
I want out of here. I like
Yeah.
Florida. There's too many people.
Too many bugs. Florida got too many bugs for me, bro. There's too many bugs. There are. You got a lot of bugs down there,
Well,
dude.
we got a lot of lizards too that eat the bugs, so
Yeah. Yeah. Uncle
I'll
Moonshine, you going to
complain.
be at the Clinton Moonshine Festival this year?
I
Is that
wish I
Arkansas?
could. That's what the Moonshine Music Festival there is. It's in Clinton, Arkansas. And Cave Daddy, I wish I could say yes, but I'm not sure right now. I'm waiting for some information this week. I got to have some surgery done to my neck, and I don't know how long that's going to put me out. So once I figure that out and get the surgery done, then I can plan accordingly. But until then, I cannot answer that, Cave Daddy. And I'll tell you what, Clinton was one of the best festivals I've ever been to. And I hope they vamp it up the way it used to be because, dude, it was getting better and better and better. And then they lost that guy. And I didn't go the following year, so I don't know. Damon would know more about that because he did go the following
Hey,
year.
speaking of Damon,
Oh, Damon.
so I guess Damon was supposed to come on tonight. I guess he had this really big announcement,
He
and
did.
I feel bad he can't come on, and I'm going to go ahead and drop a little bit of it. So I guess
Go ahead.
Damon is joining the American and Whiskey crew. He's going to be a new member. He's going to be their mascot. So I really think it's going to be awesome that he's joining those guys. He's going to be great. He's going to look really good in that wiener costume. I wish him nothing but the best.
Hey, hats off to you, Damon. Wish the best for you, buddy. I might not agree with what you're doing, but hats off to you, buddy.
That's what you get for not coming on, buddy.
Kate Daddy says, I'd like to go myself. About 2 hours for me. Dude, I would definitely go. It's definitely worth it, Kate Daddy. Definitely go. Um, if nothing else, you get to meet your local distillers, and they do a lot of good products. So check them out. I would definitely go and hang out. They got some good name bands that show up there. So check it out, buddy. Absolutely, Cave Daddy. I hope to be there. I'm not going to promise anything, but I did enjoy myself when I went. So,
Hey, these festivals are cool and all, and I know it's kind of hard sometimes. Everybody can't make all these festivals. I think it's time we get somebody to. I don't want to say we nominate somebody to be the head of this, but I feel like we do. We almost need to nominate somebody to be the head of our little group. And it's just not our group, but the just the Shiner community. And there's a lot of state parks that have cabins and shit like
oh
that.
man, dude,
I think it'd be
what?
really cool to get a general. Hey, I know we can't all meet up at the same time, but when would be a good time? Get some ideas of when would be a good time, maybe for some people to meet up. Maybe try to find someplace central for everybody. Sometimes people have to drive farther than others, and that sucks for some people. It'd be cool to get a mass group or a small group and meet up somewhere in the middle, and have not even really call it a festival, but a hangout. It'd just be, hey,
Well,
let's all hang out.
kind of like Winter Jam. It's a meet and greet in Maggie
But the
Valley.
problem, but I feel like the problem with these festivals, people are going and they're setting up and they've got merchandise there, and they can't really enjoy the company of the people that they're there to hang out with. They're busy working. Now they do mingle and they do hang out, but you got to sleep, you got to eat, and you got to go back in the next day and sit there and pump your product all day. So it'd be nice to actually have more of
I like
Just
that idea, and that's kind of been brought up before with Lisa Day living up in New Hampshire. And the idea behind that, so you're not going to have a moonshine festival here in Florida when it's fucking hot as hell.
no,
It'd be great to go to New Hampshire where it's nice and cool, you know? And then in the wintertime, come to Florida to do a festival or a meet and greet, if you will. You
yeah,
know, but
Florida would have to be like the first 2 weeks of October, but that's when everybody goes there. You know what I mean? That's when it's from what everybody tells me, the last week of September to the first 2 weeks of October. That
you got
is
all your
ultimate Florida weather of those three
you got
weeks.
you got the snowbirds, and there's a
Yep,
lot of them.
yep.
You're right, Joey. Absolutely right.
But
Well,
it would
damn it,
be cool. I feel
te-
bad I didn't get to make it to the jam. A lot of people didn't get to make it. It just not. It's just so hard for everybody to make it at the same time to a lot of these events.
yeah, and you're right. It sucks, and that's why I'm glad that Maggie Valley with Becky Ramey, the fact that she does do the winter jam. It's
Yeah,
not a festival per se; it's a meet and greet. And it's
yeah,
cool. And then during the day, if you're not at the tavern at night, meet and greeting everybody during the day, we all go over to Jerry's place and hang out. They have sandwiches or they serve hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. We all meet each other. It's a good time.
yeah.
I'm sending David a text real quick, see if he's still what's going on.
Yeah.
He was on the road. He tried to join us, y'all, and he said he messaged me. No, he didn't.
Yeah, they got something big going on over with the Moonshine Militia, I believe. So excited to hear what they got going on over there with that bunch of degenerates.
Degenerates. Hey, you're a part of that.
Oh yeah. Oh
Them
wait a minute.
too.
Hey man, I got one of them things somewhere. Oh yeah, it's not. This one ain't cut up yet.
Oh, okay. Listen, he sends me this text. How long you homos gonna be on tonight? I'm a homo now. Okay, I'm a homo. Homo sapien.
uh, old Damon Beatty.
Yeah, long
Damon's a
enough
good
for me to
feller,
get in,
man.
long enough for you to get on here and tell us about your mascot.
Get on your new gig as the AAW mascot. Hey, I think it's awesome. It's a good gig for Damon. You know, uh,
I'm sorry. Oh man, you got me cracking up, Joey.
you know,
Hey, it would be. I could see Damon showing his ass.
you know.
Get
Hey,
up, turn around,
hey.
show his meaning.
So Friday night we did the American and Moonshine episode, and
How was that?
I was off all weekend. So I'd already started drinking a little bit on the American and Moonshine episode, and I jumped off and hopped over on theirs and was watching their episode. And they invited me on. They said, "You want to hop on?" Absolutely. You know what I mean? I have no beef with those guys.
That's
I
good.
you know, uh, it, it is what it is. I have no beef. I
Well,
still enjoy doing what I do. Uh, I wish they podcasted more. I guess I'd be upset if I was with them because they're not hardly on anymore. I mean, I enjoy doing this shit. It's fun.
well,
Uh,
that being
it's
said,
like
Joey,
a good,
and
like
me as
a
well.
laugh.
I love doing this. I love being part of it and coming on, going live, and talking to people, talking about moonshine and other things. But here's what I'll say about that as far as American whiskey. That's where you got your feet wet. That's where you came in. You moved on. You moved on to bigger, better things.
Yeah,
You're
and
doing
like I
great, dude.
said, I wish nothing but the best for those guys. They have some great episodes, but I got to tell you, it was funny. I wasn't trying to start any shit. I really wasn't, and I had my America and Moonshine shirt on. So, I took my laptop and I moved my camera so you could only see from here up for a while.
Okay.
Well, one of them noticed that they must have caught the top of it, and one of them was like, "Hey, what's that shirt you got on there, Uncle Joey?" So
Rip,
I
nothing.
flipped it down and showed them, and they were actually like, "That's actually it's fucked up, but it's actually a nice looking shirt. He was like, that's actually a decent looking shirt. I was like, yeah, it actually is a good shirt. But they didn't talk any shit,
Hey,
but you can still tell,
it was they talked
they
about
missed
America.
listen, they missed an opportunity. I mean, they're not really a moonshine podcast. I guess American whiskey still kind of sticks with them, uh, but they did kind of miss an opportunity to capitalize and maybe stick that name into some episodes and but they never really did. The opportunity was there for a long period of time. They didn't jump on it. So Damon and Tom said, "Fuck it, man. We're going to do it." It's actually a really good name for a
I love it. I love it.
podcast because
Especially for us that's in the moonshine community. I mean, it'll. You know what? I say this all the time. I'm part of suburban groups and whatnot, and I say this all the time. It was moonshine before it was bourbon. It was
yeah,
moonshine before it was whiskey.
yeah.
So, you know,
Hey, and that's
um,
what's crazy, man. So people talk a lot of craziness about bourbon this and the way. So Chris Lewis took his legal shelf moonshine that he makes and puts on the shelf under the name Knock 'em Stiff. I believe that's what this is. He
knock 'em stick.
put Knock 'em Stiff moonshine in a barrel. It's a name of a town, Knock 'em Stiff, wherever
I want to move
yeah,
there.
yeah, it's the name of a little town. Yeah. So they just put that moonshine in a barrel. That's all. I'm almost positive that's all they did. They didn't do anything different. They just put that moonshine in a barrel.
That's what I did with this.
And this turned out amazing, man. I have an unopened bottle
You have
that,
to share. You have to
well,
share.
here's the thing. I be honest. I want to get that bottle to someone, like, I want to get it to the most popular bourbon podcast in Ohio and
There you
let
go.
them do a review on it, is what I really want to do.
I like that idea. That's a great
Yes.
idea.
So there was a podcast based out of Columbus called Bourbon and BS. I don't know much about them, but I think they're probably the
I've heard of it.
biggest Ohio bourbon podcast we've got. I'd really like to try to maybe find a way to get in contact with them, and I would be willing to hand them over my bottle of unopened Paps just to have them review it on air on their live. Get his name, you know what I mean? Just let the people know you can get good shit here in Ohio, man.
Follow them in your other podcast. You can click on the link and send them a message. Whether they respond or not, who knows? But somebody, if
Right,
they're popular and very well known, they have a manager that will read that, review it, and get back to you.
right. Yep, yep, yep. So I think I'm going
That's
to
right.
do it. Like I said, I just feel like when somebody makes something this good, he was only able to put out 250 bottles, and I think there'll be more. They're going to do more next time, and I want him to sell out next time as well. You know what I mean? I want him to sell
Yeah.
out. I'll be sad that he's doing it because I like it so much, but I want him to sell out every time he puts it out there, man. I really
Yeah,
do.
you want to promote somebody that's doing something good.
Uh,
Absolutely.
and
100%.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know if you've ever had an opportunity to meet Chris Lewis and his family. He don't really go to. He hasn't been able to be at Farm to Bottle because the event falls on the biggest event that they go to every year. It always falls on the same date that they've had it on Farm to Bottle, so they got to go where they make their money at. But that family is amazing.
I
It's a
think I
family
met
ran
Chris one
business.
time. I think I might have met him one time, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a family ran business. It's Chris, his son's wife or girlfriend, I do believe, some other members of his family. I mean, it's like true family business, man. And
Cool.
and they do amazing things down there for a legal jar of liquor. In my opinion, and I know I ain't shit, but it's a damn fine jar of legal moonshine.
All
It's
right.
almost it's like what you can just go run right out in your backyard, man.
Yeah, you're right there, Kenny Taylor. Then we have the comment from Still Talking. So much for him. Yeah, so much for that. Yeah, we're having a good time. What's up?
Oh, Sean said something. I was going to have him come by. I cut some tree branches down today, and Sean was going. I was going to make him come drag them out, but he was too busy. Work. There
We're
was
having a good-
work.
Sean, I'll send you an invite. We can come here and talk about Damon's going over to American whiskey.
Yeah.
Let's come
So
here and
Damon
talk
had a
about.
big announcement tonight. He wasn't able to join us, So I thought I would help him and kind of help make his announcement for him. He's going to be the new mascot over at
Yeah,
AAW.
Mike.
They got
Yeah,
a wiener costume for him and
let me
everything.
see. Let me see the invite, Sean. You come here. We can talk about Damon doing that. See what your input is on that. Give me a second. Let me send Sean an invite.
He might not be home.
Oh, why not? You're right.
He goes. He was at the gym. So that's we need. You know what? We need to have Sean back on so he can promote. He's doing like a charity event
I
where
saw
he's
that.
yeah
Saw that.
he's getting back in the ring. I think he's going to box like some 18-year-old so he can kick. You know, he feel good about kicking some 18-year-old's ass.
A couple 18-year-olds, I might kick their ass.
No, I don't know who he's fighting, but I think he's doing some kind of a charity event. He's getting back in the ring at the ripe old age of I think he's like 70.
You're being too kind. You're being too
So
kind.
I need to get some more info on this event because I would really like to promote it and even get
Yeah,
Sean back on
absolutely.
here and let him talk about it.
He said give him a minute. He'll be back. And while we're giving him a minute, I'll go refresh my eyes. I'll be right back as well.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd love to let him come on and talk about the charity or whatever it is that they're having because it seems like a real cool thing. It's out of Dayton. While we're waiting here, I'd like to talk real quick. Tomorrow night on Still Talking at 9 o'clock, we're going to have Chris Luke from the Tin Man. I know we've had him on before. We're going to talk a little bit about the auction, some items that are going to be up at the auction. Chris is going to thank some sponsors. Uh, Benny may be able to join us. I'm not for positive if he's able to, but Tater may be joining us as well. But we're going to talk about the Tin Man. We're going to give all the final info and everything that's going on, and just let you guys know exactly what you're getting yourself into when you're coming to the Tin Man benefit if you're able to come. And we appreciate anybody that has, if you've donated anything, or if you plan on donating anything, or if you plan on reaching out and making some kind of a monetary donation, you're awesome. We appreciate you. Go to the Tin Man Benefit Run page. I share it on my Uncle Joey page, the Still Talking page. You can find all the info, and you can help them out, man. They do a great thing. They 100% of all the proceeds from this benefit go to a heart transplant patient and his family, his or her family, to use the
what's up,
money for
Justin?
whatever they
Sorry.
need. No, no, you're good.
Justin Meredith in the house. Justin, we were talking about you earlier. How do I get a jar of that taco? Taco.
uh, there's another one. Justin's going to be our guest at the end of the month. Let me tell you what Uncle Joey did today. Let,
Let's
let's
hear
let's
what
let's give you. So
let's hear what Joey did.
Uncle Joey's a piece of shit. So I am the scheduler. I am the scheduler over at Still Talking. I am the only scheduler at Still Talking, and I get busy. I get a lot of shit going on. I send a lot of emails out, and I told Justin once his jar came out, I wanted to get him on, talk about his jar, talk
Yeah.
about his experience, talk about the road it took. You know, kind of just talk about Justin, man. Justin's an awesome dude. So I scheduled Justin for August 31st to be our guest. And while we were up at Ohio Shine Co., I had talked with Joe Swisstock from Steel Valley Shine about coming on. We haven't had it. We've never had him on. We'd love to have Joe on. I pulled out my phone and I didn't have Justin in my phone. I'd already scheduled him, but I didn't put him in my phone. So, yeah, right here, Joe, August 31st. Come on, be a guest.
That'd be
So
awesome.
I get to
I'd
looking
definitely
at I get to
yeah.
looking at some messages and some emails, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, man. So I had to message Joe like, hey man, I fucked up. I feel bad. So I got Joe rescheduled. Well, then I rescheduled him again. I'm sorry, I had him on this Monday. He was supposed to be on this Monday. I tried to reschedule him. I had to reschedule him. I tried to put him on the day I had Justin. So I had to message him again, like, hey man, I got to reschedule you again. So poor Joe's been rescheduled twice already.
It's all good. No, Joey, you and I have had this discussion many times about how hard it is to get guests and schedule with you in their schedule. Everybody's got a life. We all got lives. We got work. We got things we got to do. To try to schedule, especially this time of year when people are going on family vacations, yada yada. It's like, oh my God, it's hard to get
Mark, let me
somebody
tell you
tomorrow.
something. When I took over scheduling at Still Talking, I sent out so many goddamn emails it wasn't funny. But you had to watch I had to like write down who I gave what windows for what dates, and a couple of the people I wouldn't overlap. I would give them different dates so they wouldn't, and there was a couple times people would be like, "Yeah, I could do this date," and then I would give two people the same window, and two different times they would both pick the same goddamn date.
Okay, I know.
I would give them 2 week windows, two different Mondays, and they both would pick the same Monday. I'm like, God damn
Well,
it, man.
that being said, sir, when you and I we had Jeremy Craig and Clara,
Yeah,
I got into a dispute with that too. I gave them both the same date. It was
yeah,
like, but they both picked the same day. I was like, wait, whoa,
yeah,
God damn it.
yeah,
It
yeah,
worked out. It worked out. So one was available one day. So it all worked out. But that was a very few and far in between to have that something like that work out. It's hard. It's really hard.
yeah. Managing and scheduling for a podcast, it's not mental, it's not physical work, but it is sure stressful sometimes, man. I have been very stressed out on, somebody will comment or somebody will get back with me, and I've already
Well,
that by the time they get back, that date's already been filled up.
should I put more stress on you and say I want you to help me start scheduling?
We absolutely. I, I can. Well, what I need to start doing is when I start reaching out for them, once they commit to one, be like, "Hey, I do another podcast if you'd be interested," and then move them out to the next month, so we're not having them, right on after the other.
Benny McClure is in the house.
Hey, hey,
Like
hey! We
Josh
just
this stuff too. Hell yeah, Benny. Welcome
his
in, buddy. Glad you're
his
here.
ears must have been burning. We was
It
just
must
talking about you, buddy. Talking about all the good things you're doing and all the help you're doing for the 10-man benefit.
thank you, Justin. Appreciate it, buddy. We try, man. We try. We don't always succeed, but we try. We do. Hey, Chris Hayes. Tater. Tater's in the house. Tater's good people, man. I've had the pleasure of meeting Tater for the first time. One of the first events I went to was a winter jam at Maggie Valley, and I met Tater there, and had a great time. Great guy, and I can't wait to try his stuff. I can't wait to try it.
Man, they're doing big things over there at that South Mountain Distillery, man. It's cool to see
They
that.
should be.
They got a nice lineup out there.
Uncle Joey can't get out of his own way.
Trying to do it all. Listen, when you do it all over there, it's still talking, man. It's hard sometimes.
What's up, drum son? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, bud.
What's happening? Thanks for joining.
Absolutely,
Mark,
man. You. What's up, buddy?
Mark, we talk about scrambling for guests and this and that, and you've got quite a bit of knowledge, and I don't know shit, but I've learned a little bit from some really good people. There's nights that we need to dig in the old rabbit hole. We need to pick a night we don't have a guest and say, hey, we're going to talk about thumpers. Hey, we're going to talk about worms, or hey, we're going to talk about yeast, or hey, we're going to talk about glucose, or what I mean. Just pick a topic and let people join in that want to talk about it. Put the link up if anybody wants to join in, because I want to be able to also give some information, and if I can learn anything, I'm happy with it, man. So, we haven't really talked about that, but it's something I was kicking around, meant to say something to you. When we know we don't have a guest, maybe 3 or 4 days out, man, let's just pick something to talk about, and that'll be our
And
focus tonight.
I love that idea. A long time ago when I first started doing these podcasts, and I was on here with Uncle Drunkle, and that's why we brought in Bad Santas because he's so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go in. I don't want to go way in depth like he does. I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no, no. Listen,
No, and I agree with you. No, dude, that's perfect. That's a great something that we need to do that. So when we know we're not having a special guest for that special or that episode, we'll talk about fermentation or In fact, I'd like to get Sean on here and help us. That'd be great. He'd be a great third party.
Yeah,
He knows a
I'm
lot
sure he
about it.
listen. Maybe on those nights we'll maybe try to get him to join in because he is a very knowledgeable dude, man. You know,
Speaking of the devil, what's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy?
there he is.
I am doing
What's
well.
going on, buddy?
Good having you, man.
So me and Mark were
Not
just
bad.
talking about it's we struggle to get guests on here, but we still want to go live. We do every other week, and it's hard to get guests. You know that, and I think we're going to start the old rabbit hole where maybe once a month where we don't have a guest, we're going to pick a topic. And if you're ever free and want to join us, we'd love to have you come join us. Like we talked about yeast and thumpers and worms and closed worms, open worms. There's so many different things you can pick and choose to talk about, man. So I think we're going to start picking that avenue on non-guest nights. But
Oh,
hey, did you hear the big news?
Who, me?
Yeah.
yeah.
No. What's up?
So Damon Beatty was supposed to be our guest tonight, but unfortunately, Damon, I don't know what happened. He was out on the road and he wasn't able to join us. But he was going to make his big announcement tonight, and I thought I'd go ahead and help him out. He has taken on the role of the mascot for the American Whiskey Boys.
The fuck is he, a wiener man?
Yeah.
Yep, they got him a
He's one.
costume. He's going, yeah. Hey,
And,
you know,
and he's going to turn around and show his ass.
yeah.
So,
Well,
So we thought, he wasn't here to drop the news, so we thought we'd help him out and do what we can do.
I'll tell you what. I really feel for American whiskey because they're really going to drop viewers now.
Yeah, 100%. That just took a shit, just down the shitter, man.
no, hey, Damon will help. Damon will be good. He'll be all right. You know, it's all good. Damon's a good guy. I think he'll help American whiskey.
Hey, Sean, I'm glad you joined us, man. Talk a little bit about your boxing benefit that you have, will you please?
Yeah. So, a buddy of mine, so he's kind of a mutual friend between Phil and Easy. They went to high school with this fella, and his name's Josh Engel from Dayton, and he was posting some pictures and shit of he was training at this place called Drake's Boxing Gym in Dayton, and I had commented on it. And he texted me, and we're talking. He was like, "Man, you ought to come down." I'm like, so I started asking him questions, and he's like, "Well, it's for a good benefit, man. You ought to do it." And I'm like, "Well, I've always had a problem saying no, so
Yeah.
sure, why not?" And it's for the Muse machine. I'm not sure who's really familiar with that. It's kind of like a nonprofit thing where they help they teach arts, I guess, like whether it's music, dance, whatever. It's based out of Dayton, as far as I understand. I don't know what Bennett just said. Um,
He said, "Oh my God, it's Sean Rigsby, my hero."
oh, here we go. But so we were talking about it, and I said, you know what? Why not? It's
Yeah.
on October 2nd. It's going to be at the Dayton Convention Center. Um, it's just a good time, and raise money and people sponsor. Actually, I wanted to thank oh Stinky, or what the
Oh, shit.
I know who you're
Stinky,
thinking of too. I can't think of his name.
Stinky
Damn it,
Pink Shiner? What is that?
Stinky. Oh my God,
yeah.
dude, I
Go
know.
look, Uncle Joey. Um, because he sponsored me for this. So like I'm gonna get his logo and I'm gonna wear it on the shirt and all that. And I'm gonna make some videos and stuff.
Shiner
Um,
Pinky Toe.
yeah,
Shiner Pinky Toe.
Shiner
Oh,
Pinky Toe, he reached out and he sponsored me for it, and I really want to appreciate him. I actually reached out to Sugarlands to see if that's something they would be interested in doing. Um, Unfortunately, this year their funds are all tied up for certain. Well, because I guess the whiskey issue.
their funds are all tied up getting these guys bottles out.
Well, Greg actually said he would be glad to send some product. Um, to be raffled off and all that. But it's not. They're not going to be doing a raffle. I guess it's just for the boxing thing. So whatever money they make there and donations, that's pretty much going to be what that is. So, but yeah, it's October 2nd at the Dayton Convention Center.
Cool.
I'll be 175 pounds. That's what I'll be fighting at.
Um,
So
somehow, can
Yeah.
we drop it? Somehow, can we attach that link to this live? Somehow, possibly, how people
Okay.
could get tickets or something if we can try, Sean?
Justin, if you just send me the link, I'll post it on here.
um, I'm not sure about the link yet for tickets, but when they do come out, I will have a link. Feel
Okay.
free to tag Drake's Boxing Gym.
Drake's
That's who.
Boxing Gym.
Yep, Drake's Downtown Boxing Gym. That's who's putting it on.
Okay.
And they do it every year, so it's like a it's a legit thing.
Cool.
Um, and honestly, I mean, I will probably do it next year too, just to kind of stay active. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Sean, and I have to say, dude, I can tell you've been working out. You looking good, man. I put my I'm in for on you, man. I'll put my money down.
Listen, uh, it's another opportunity for you to use your platform for good, and I think it's fucking
Yeah,
awesome that you're doing that, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh, I think it's something that more people need to take notice to and step up and do the same thing. Uh, because there's a lot of people that aren't as fortunate as some of us are, and I know some of us are also in that situation. So that need signers need help as well. But for those of us that have the ability and the opportunity, I feel like we need to do a little bit more. I'm not. I don't want to talk shit about my wife, but she made a comment to me the other day. No, no, no. I feel like we're doing a lot for this 10-man benefit. I've been making phone calls, trying to get
mhm,
donations and this and that. And she says, "Why are you guys trying to? Why are you putting so much effort into doing this?" I said, "Because we can." And I feel like having our social media platform, I feel like that's our job to use that for good. We come on here,
You
we
can too.
bust enough balls, we talk enough shit, we do enough of the Lord's work, amongst the groups that I
You
feel
saying
like
it.
when we have an opportunity to really help out one of our own local events in our area. It's
yeah,
hard to help events that are outside of your area, but when each and every one of us that's listening or watching, if there's a local event that you have in your area that, man, you've always wanted or thought about helping,
So
dude, take the time, go help that event because I'm sure they could use it.
so you
well,
Whether
get
it's,
the
it's
name on
especially
the
if it's something like due to GoFundmes in the past, I really don't want to pound that down, but
right,
if there's some kind of a GoFundMe, and say you have access to 1.5, 2 million followers. Not, I mean, obviously I don't.
right.
Um, but
me either.
why, why would you not use that to help better? There's I can't remember what it was called. There's one page on Facebook, Royal Auto or Royalton Auto. So basically, they really blew up in the last couple of years, man. And what they've done is they've started a GoFundMe for like people that their cars break down, they don't have any money, and they pick and choose who they do, like who really needs it, um, and they've got 70, 80,000 dollars for these people, and they didn't have a dime to their name. They couldn't get afford to get their car fixed. They were driving around an old beat up,
Yeah.
and just like why not use your platform for good? So
In
I
the
know I'm an
example,
asshole. I'm a piece of shit, but
Hey,
if I can get them an extra $300, that's
and
you know,
and
hey
I'm going to
man,
say this.
every little
That's
bit
kind of
helps.
how I feel about this.
I don't care if it's $1 or $5. Anything helps.
right?
For
Especially
example,
if you get 100,000 people that donate $1, dude, that's $100,000. Come on.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and
What's a
for like this
dollar? What's a
10
fucking
man
dollar?
event, for example, you know, we just stopped through because we heard Tater was in town, and now look at the effort and look at all that Still Talking is doing to help this benefit out. And not only that, they've been on another platform. So this is a benefit that's in Ohio. They've been on a podcast that's based what Jeremy's out of Georgia. Shonda's in Ohio, but because we've put them out there and Ben Tater's a part of it. Now they've reached out and now they're on a bigger platform. So they've been on two podcasts that they never would have been on, and I'm really hoping they get some donations from that. Us doing that, and that's and
Every
that's what
little
it's
bit
all
helps.
about.
Every little
It,
bit helps. We talk about this all the time, especially in the Moonshine community, how the Moonshine community is a big family and we all
yep,
help each other.
yep,
And it's huge. Sometimes it's not as much as others. But you know what? It's a matter of putting the word out there, letting people know they're in need, and people will contribute, and we all help each other out. I love it.
Well,
Yep.
I'll say this one more time. Any of you that are in the Dayton, Cincinnati, Springfield area, please come to this event. When is it, Sean? October what?
October 2nd is going to be at the Dayton Convention Center in downtown Dayton.
I don't know
Cool.
how many fights they're going to be. Do you have any idea of roughly how many fights?
I think there's going to be like between 8 to 16. There's going to be, it's going to be a good
Yeah.
night.
Well, you got to video it and make sure we get a
I'm
piece
pretty
of that.
sure it'll be on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
not 100%, but I'm sure somebody that will be there will be
You know,
videotaping it. So,
a good friend of
or
mine and follower, a big time follower, Morgan Stewart, made this comment. I'll box Uncle Moonshine for donations. Dude, after I have my surgery, I'll go up against you, Stewart. I'll do
Hey,
it.
but there's got to be it's a joint after each round.
I would totally lose. No, that guy's got me hands down after that.
Oh,
No,
Morgan's got this in the bag.
yeah, he's got it in bad with that. No, it's fine. But I'll go shot to shot.
what you got to do is you got to do eat a gummy between each round because
Yeah, you
by
got
the
to
time
eat
it's
a
Sure,
over,
gummy.
you'll just start
you
feeling
gotta
right.
do it. But no, I will go shot to shot. But when it comes to that THC, no, count me out.
Well, listen, Sean, we appreciate you hopping on, and as soon as I saw you in the comments, wanted to get you on to talk about that benefit. That's
Oh
another
yeah,
thing that we need to start promoting and
and
start
Sean,
talking about.
and
Absolutely.
that being said, Uncle Joey, too, like Uncle Joey said earlier, when we don't have a special guest, we'd love to have you on. We'll talk about special things like fermentation, yada, yada. We'll talk about that stuff. I know you do that on Still Talking, and I want to promote that. I really do. I used to promote Cyrus Mason and him, the way he promotes his stuff, and as far as classes and education. But, dude, you know what you're doing, and I appreciate that. And I learned a lot from you as well. And a lot of moonshiners, especially new moonshiners, can learn a lot from you, even old moonshiners.
Hmm.
So I would love to have you on. We could talk about stuff. And there's something been recent that was posted about a infection,
Uh huh.
and you had a comment about that, and I love it. So it's an infection that a lot of us haven't seen before, but you have. So we can learn from that. And I would love to have you on, sir. When we don't have a special guest, I'll reach out to you and ask you to come on and comment on certain things, and we'll talk about stuff like that.
Listen, Sean
Anytime.
knows about all kinds of infections. Trust me.
It's like I knew something stupid was coming out of your mouth.
We all
And
knew
listen,
that. Right?
who
We
do
all
you
knew.
think? Who do you think taught me how to run the finest blue raspberry?
What, what,
Hey,
what,
I
what,
show up and it's blue. Don't
all the
ask me.
women listening, they hear yeast infection. I mean, come on, really?
Blue raz. Now
I mean,
that's a flavor that you got to develop, Uncle Joey, just because it's God given.
I thought
Blue
about
raz.
maybe reaching out to the candy lady, maybe coming out with a blue raz candy.
I
I'll
mean,
tell you what,
no sense in flavoring a moonshine that way, considering it was actually in a jar, blue.
Well,
Yeah.
can I make it 7%?
Oh, like Easy's?
Yeah,
That's
I
the only way to do it.
yeah. Did you hear that story, Mark?
no, I have not.
Easy took some of his product up to a distillery, and they had one of them fancy machines, and he put it in there, and it came out. What was it, Sean?
It was 18 proof, I think's what it was.
And then he straight tried to throw somebody under the bus.
Oh my God, no, he did. He did?
Not, it wasn't us. It wasn't me.
Okay, well, just the
He
fact that
said,
he did do that, it was like, come on, easy.
"Oh," he said, "I got that shot. I got that from somebody else. I got that.
He
I
just
got a
raising the
bucket from
bar. He
somebody."
just
Well, hey, that being said, you guys, when I've just recently visited Burlock and Barrel, Joey, I stopped there a couple of weeks ago, and I've got this Morgan's Reserve that I aged in a barrel. I told him is 100 proof. He actually, when I proofed it, it came out 102 proof. He looked at me and says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, it's 102 proof." He said, "You're sure?" I said, "As far as I know, it is." He's got one of those fancy machines to test it. Come out as 98 proof.
Yeah,
wasn't far off. But,
Right.
you know, it was cool that he was able to do that and share that, you
It
know?
could have been something just as simple as the temperature. I know that makes a
Yeah,
difference.
and that's
I
what he
didn't
told me.
realize it made that big of a difference, man.
It's
Temperature?
not just temperature, it's also the weight, how
Hmm.
much how much it weighs and blah blah blah. So he said, "You're real close there, Uncle." And you know, Colin, he did it. I can't stress enough, guys. If you're ever coming to Florida vacation, yada yada, you're on the road. It's on 95. It's a quick exit. I don't remember the exit, but you can Google it. Burlock and Barrel. I promise you, they're right off the exit. Great product, great guys. Stop in and see Burlock and Barrel.
Hell yeah.
I've said my piece on that. Hopefully, we'll have
Yep.
them on next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
If not,
So
we're gonna. I want to, real quick. I want to say, if not at Burlock and Barrel, well, it won't be Burlock and Barrel. Next episode on the 30th, it's gonna be Papa's Grappa. Brian Battle's gonna be on here talking about his grappa. Be sure and tune in,
how did I
dude.
come over there yesterday and you not let me have any of that? I've never tried that yet.
Dude was he probably hid it from you.
I heard that's pretty good.
Oh my God, that's phenomenal. Honestly, to me,
It is.
that
It is.
that shit is phenomenal. Brian Battle knocked it out of the park with that. He really did. That grappa honey, whew, man. Sean, I'm not a big grappa fan, but I'll tell you what, wow.
The
Interesting.
honey,
I'm in. Huh?
the honey and vanilla, it's got a really subtle vanilla note. It's not, I don't want to say it's subtle. It's actually,
Hey,
there's a nice vanilla note to that that helps smooth it out. He did a good job with it.
he
It's a
did.
sipper. It's a
And
very dangerous
I want to
sipper.
say this about that. You know, he when he was doing that fermentation and going through the process at the distillery, he wanted to make sure it was what he wanted it to be. He did a batch of that, and I don't want to spill the beans because I know Brian's going to share this with us when we have him on. But he redid that batch because it what didn't turn out like he wanted. But this batch,
I remember him saying that. He didn't like it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he redid it. This shit, oh my god, he knocked it
Nice.
out of the park.
So Uncle Joey, I
Yep.
got one question for you. Who's on tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, we are having Chris Luke and hopefully Tater from the Tin Man
Oh, okay.
benefit
Okay.
to
Tater.
thank some sponsors and to talk a little bit about our auction items.
So
I
is
know where you're going with this, and I've already explained to Uncle Moonshine how I completely fucked Joe Swisstock from Steel Valley Shine. So go ahead and dig in a little deeper and throw your
You
digs
know,
at me.
you
I
know,
got nothing, man. You already
you
done
know,
it.
you know, Sean's gonna throw those digs in at you because the fact that you always showed the digs on him but showing up late. So
Yeah, we went late today. We honored you by going 15 minutes
we
late
did,
today.
Sean. We did.
It was
We
your honor.
did.
Oh, so when I did say 30 minutes, you were actually right at 30. Well, no, never mind.
No, we were still longer. No, we were still longer. Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
yeah,
Well, have you know, I will be on time tomorrow.
yes. We
I'm
will absolutely be on time
gonna hold
tomorrow.
you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Please do. Uncle
Now
Joey won't be
listen.
on time. I can promise you that.
Uncle Joey always. Well, I won't say he's always on time. In fact, there's been
Oh,
a few
here we go.
times.
He was
There's been
probably
a
late
few
tonight, wasn't he?
times. Then what? Are we trying to pull a Sean? Are you trying to replicate Sean? What the fuck, John?
Man, I was in Alabama and the time
I
change fucked
know,
me.
yeah,
It was an
dude.
hour
You do.
difference when I was in Alabama. We're out to
See,
dinner.
there's a
We're out to
common
Oh,
dinner with
denominator right there, and it's not the time. It's not Alabama. It's you, Uncle Joey.
my.
hey,
No,
but
listen.
wait, whoa, Sean! For you to say that, come on, bro.
We were out to dinner and I hopped on my phone and I was like, "Oh fuck! I think I'm supposed to be on a podcast right now." It was it was 7 o'clock
I'll be there in
Alabama
a
time.
minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, "Shit." Oh well.
It's all good, guys. We all have lives. We all have things to do, and I
Yeah.
totally get it. And we all appreciate it. We really do. And
And
I
you know,
know,
at the end of the day, it's about busting balls, giving out good information, and doing what we can do to help anybody that we can help, man. And that's the three things
Awesome.
that I want to do more than anything. I can't give out much of the information. I can give out some information that I've learned.
About
uh,
Damon?
well, I've learned Damon is the mascot for AAW. I've learned that. Um,
Did that
but
come out of his mouth, or like how did you figure that out?
Well,
well,
we
I
can't go
mean,
there.
I just assumed
No, so
I
when he didn't come
assume.
on,
I
when he wasn't
assume.
able to come on, I just assumed that's what he was going to tell us.
hmm.
you know,
I'm trying to stretch this podcast out longer so he can come on and defend himself
no, we
and
don't
talk
want that.
about.
No, he's not. No, no. He can cuss
Well,
me out later.
he's gonna come on and he's gonna grab a sausage and he's gonna hold it up in the air, and Uncle Joey's just gonna go normal and go.
Oh man, what happens in Maggie Valley, boy? I tell you what.
Oh my
I go there
God!
one
Right?
time. Look, my
I'm
only time in Maggie Valley, and yeah,
Deep throat of sausage.
no, there was no
what?
deep throating.
What?
There was
What?
there was
What?
no deep.
Where's the videos? Where's the
I dangled.
videos?
I dangled. No deep
You
throating, Mark. I
able?
dangled.
Okay.
Touching lips, not touching tips, but touching lips.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to wrap this one up.
Where the fuck was I? Hey, Sean, you're welcome here anytime, buddy. I
No,
just
he's
want you
not.
to know
Well, I
that.
appreciate it, man. Just holler anytime.
Fuck, he's not. Fuck that.
Come on. Well, as long as you're not late, Sean.
I may be late, but I'll be before Uncle Joey.
Hey, so listen.
Simple.
So I've been alternating between Papa's Grappa and bourbon.
Oh, shit.
So, so my cup will have like a film of that grappa, and I'll pour bourbon in it. Oh shit! It's interesting.
I'm sure it is. All right. Well, hey, you know what? Has had ample time to come on here. And I agree with you, Joey. We're probably an hour into this. I don't know what's going on
We're
with
every bit of an hour
Damon.
into this.
You're an hour and 7 minutes.
Saving yeast and propagation is. Hold on, Cave Daddy. Hold on. Let me catch up on the comments real quick. Uncle
What's
Joey,
the
how
burlock?
was the burlock?
That burlock is amazing, Morgan Stewart.
Thank
I
you.
let my son try it, and he wanted me to leave the bottle there. So
For
Mark
that.
just sent me another bottle. Actually, sent me two. So I'm actually going to share that bottle. So I'm in a bourbon group here in Ohio, and I'm actually going to give the rest of that bottle to one of the guys that heads up this bourbon group, so he can try it. I got about this much in the bottle. I'm gonna give it to him so he can have it.
Thank you for sharing that, Joey. I appreciate that. After I stopped it, actually, Morgan Stewart went to Burlock and Brown with me.
Yeah,
And he tried that. He tried the rice. The rice, I love the rice. Huge fan of the rice. Huge fan. 100% rice, they do. But they put a premium on that, and I'm not a big fan of the premium. We're talking $200 a bottle. I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm out.
I got $100 limit, and $100.
Yeah, that's me,
Actually,
Joey.
actually, you know what? It's not even $100 anymore. My limit is the bottle at Indian Creek is $80, and that is my limit right there.
I'm with you, buddy. You know, when it comes to $100 a bottle, I'm sorry, I'm out. Whiskey is whiskey.
Hey,
Bourbon is bourbon.
didn't
And
didn't Damon buy $100 bottle of something at Maggie Valley not last this year, the year before?
I don't know whether he did or not. I did this year, and I
You did?
regret it. I did, and I regret it. It's a good bourbon, but, and I'll share that with you later on, but it's like, I mean, come on, bourbon's bourbon, whiskey's whiskey. I've got a
Was it?
cousin, and I have a uh, brother-in-law who are big on the bourbon. And they buy that high dollar shit, $600 a bottle. I'm like, never, no, ain't doing that shit. I've tasted it. They've offered it to me. Yep, I've had it. I'm sorry, I ain't spending that shit. It ain't happening.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
so I'm curious if it was the same guy that had the expensive liquor the previous year.
Maybe, maybe not.
Interesting.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna get off here and eat, but I just wanted to hop on
Uh,
because you guys
always, always a pleasure having you,
threw it out
sir.
there. So
No, no, listen. I
Wait,
wanted you
wait,
to come
whoa,
on.
whoa, wait. Matt had just joined. Hey,
Well,
they're
look at
just alike. He must be talking about the man and woman in the picture right there.
that. No, Sean, I wanted you to come on and talk about your boxing match, man. I saw you in the comments. I wanted you to come on and get that out there so we can drop it
absolutely.
in our comments. We can start promoting that as well.
Get the
I feel like
donations going.
that's something that I'm going to do a little bit better job with, trying to keep my eye out for the community and help promote any kind of local or not local. And I feel like it's something that Still Talking may be doing a little bit more of. You know, the 10 man's over with. I say we look for something else in the area. We try to help them out, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Absolutely,
mean,
absolutely.
and I know Matt's
Not
on
just
board. Easy,
Joey,
he'll just do what we say, so he'll be all right.
not to squash what you're saying, Joey, about the Ohio location, whatever. I want to talk about the whole moonshine community, and so I want to throw out there about the Florida stuff. So, but I totally am on board about Ohio. You guys are good.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you, Mark.
Except for he's a sack of shit.
Sean needs his cheeseburger.
Listen, Matt just needs to. What do you got there?
The sub.
Matt, where the
Ah,
hell are you, Matt? Come on, man.
Yeah. So I went over to his house and I walk in and his wife was like, "You need a cheeseburger or five."
Wait. A cheeseburger and fries or
No, no.
fly?
You need to eat a cheeseburger or five.
too slow.
What?
You're too
He said
skinny for
flies.
Shelly.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, she's trying to kill Matt anyway. She's going for the life insurance, so she's just trying to cholesterol him into a slow death.
I mean, do you blame her?
No.
On
Good
that
old
note,
cat ball.
thanks for having me on, guys. We'll talk to
Hey,
you later.
Sean.
Hey, thanks,
Look
Sean.
forward to seeing you soon, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Good night, sir. Sean, I love Sean. He's a great guy.
Don't encourage him.
No. Seriously,
No, no,
dude.
no. Listen, no, listen, man. Uh, Here's the thing about Sean. A lot of people don't know. He is very private. Sean isn't. Look at me. He's not. He wants to be in the limelight.
But
Uh, you
what
know,
I love about Sean the most, he's very family oriented. He
yeah,
loves his kids, and he's all about those kids, and that's me.
yeah.
I mean,
Hey, funny,
that's why I love
hey,
Sean so much.
funny story, man. So he lives just up the road from me. I feel like if I needed anything, he'd be there for me. Vice versa, if he needed me, I'd be right there for him. So some storms rolled through last night, and they were getting pretty loud, man. They were getting pretty nasty, and where he lives, it just got nasty up there, man. It got really nasty up there, and he had his daughter with him last night, and they had a tornado warning.
Oh
And I
shit!
let him know. I let him know, hey man, you guys got a tornado warning. It's coming right through your area. So he kicked over to the TV. Well, as soon as his daughter saw it, she got nervous. And I
Shit!
said, and I told him, as soon as I saw that he had like a 40-minute window till the storm was going to be in his area. I said, look, man, if you need to bug out, you're always welcome here. You can come in the basement. You can hang out. We got a full basement down here. And I said that in our group message, and he hit me off to the side.
Hey,
Yeah, he hit me he texted me. He said, "Hey, look, for real, Eleanor's a little scared. You mind if we come down?" I said, "Nope, absolutely, come on down." So he came.
absolutely.
He brought her down last night. We rode the storm out. They went home. But to me, that's what we are. It's Still Talking. We're a family. We look out for each other. We help each other. We kick each other in the
Absolutely,
dick. We
Joey.
bust each other's balls.
Well done.
But we're right there. Oh, you're good. But yeah, if everybody gets a chance to check us out tomorrow night, we'll have Chris Luke and, like I said, hopefully Tater. We'll talk more about the man. and maybe we'll talk a little bit more about Sean's boxing event. Maybe we get some more people to come to that. We'll definitely try to get it streamed somehow. We'll let you guys know where you can watch it at. I know a lot of you would love to watch Sean get punched in the face repeatedly, aggressively, over and over. Oh, shit. Uh,
Hey, I want to say, okay, we're going to end this podcast pretty quick, but
all
I do
right.
want to say on the 30th, we're going to have Brian Battle, Papa Scrappa. Dude, this guy, I've had him on a podcast years ago, probably 2 years ago, one of the first podcasts I'd done. And super guy, very family oriented, one of the winners on Master Distillers. And you won't meet one of the nicest guys ever. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And I can't wait to have him on next week, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks from now on the 30th. And he's put out this Papa's Grappa. Oh my dude.
Yeah, and
And
you hit that right on the head, man. You can't ask for a nicer dude, man.
he's
He was
not.
he was so cool to talk to Brian at Maggie Valley. I wasn't there this year, but to be able to talk to Brian at Maggie Valley last year and talk about the grappa and talk about us, the journey that he's been on. He had a few bumps in the road. I
Well,
think he was at one place and things kind of didn't go so well, and
and that
he had
being
to go
said, Joey,
elsewhere.
I think we all learn this through life as the older we get. Those bumps in the road is all a part of it. That's what makes us a better person. It makes us a better product. Yada yada yada. And but I'm so excited about having Brian on. I've had the pleasure of meeting him several times, and he lives in South Florida. I've gone to his house and got to meet him in person. Yada yada. Like you said, Joey. But I can't wait to have him on. I can't wait. And this Papa's Grappa, dude, I
I'm
I
just
cannot
listen. I
express
think
this
it's
stuff enough.
bullshit. It's bullshit that Florida's holding on to. You guys are gatekeeping the grappa, man.
I'm telling no, dude, and you're right. And the more this gets out there, the more he's able to distribute to other states, yada yada. Right now, he's in 21 stores in Florida, 21 Total Wines in Florida. I hope that explodes. And, dude, I hope a year from now he's all over every state. I really do.
The no,
Because
the
Papa's
nose on this the nose on this grappa is just it's so the vanilla, the honey, the liquor. I mean, it's good, man.
everything about it is like, Brian, dude, you nailed this shit. The honey, every bit of the aspect of that grappa. Wow, dude, I will never look
Well,
at grappa again the
and
same.
I guess what I think is really awesome about it, I don't think there's another bottle of this on the shelf anywhere. I've never seen any grappa.
It, okay, that being said, Joe, let me say this. For people that don't know and are watching, it's got a double gold. It won a double gold. That's fucking huge. You win a double
Yep,
gold, that's saying something.
yep.
And Brian, sir, I know you're watching, or if you're not watching right now, you will be. Sir, my hat's off to you because I'll tell you what, when I drink this, that Papa's Grappa, I can't wait to do it in 2 weeks. I'll be sharing it in a glass. Wow. Dude, it's one of my favorites and looking forward to having you on. But be sure to tune in. Brian Battle will be on here. We're talking about his episode on the Master Distiller Show. Very briefly, because we haven't gone before about Master Distiller, but I want to go in more detail about how he got where he's at now. And
Yep.
but be sure to tune in next time on Two Uncles in a Jar. Uncle Joey, I'm Uncle Moonshine.
I'm Uncle Joey.
Absolutely. Wait, hey, your name says that, Uncle Joey. So, guys, check it out. We'll be on in 2 weeks on the 30th. We'll have Brian Battle on here. I'm so looking
And
forward.
we will talking about the shit show that Uncle Joey will be at Farm to Bottle.
Hey, I like it. Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah,
forgot about that. Thanks
actually,
for reminding me.
we'll be still talking. We'll be doing double duty that day. Some of us will be at the 10-man benefit. Easy will be at Farm to Bottle, and then later in the day we're going to meet up with Easy, and then all of us still talking will be at Farm to Bottle. But we're definitely going to support this 10-man benefit. I
Um,
hope nothing but growth for this event. I think they handed the family a check for $10,000 last year.
that's what I
I
heard
hope
was 10,000.
I hope to make it at least 12 this year.
That'd be
I hope
awesome.
every year we I hope every year we continue to help this benefit grow.
Joey, I want you to reach out to Morgan's Moonshine Group. Let me know about that. I'll post that. I'll share it with
Yeah,
everybody in the group.
yeah,
So hopefully we're making it grow.
yes. I appreciate it. Everybody, anybody that wants to help out, man, it's awesome. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Uncle Joe, I love you, man.
I love you, Mark. You guys have a good night. I'll
You
see
the
you in
best.
2 weeks with Brian Battle.
Can't wait, man. I'm looking so forward to this. Brian Battle's one of the good guys.
Oh yeah, definitely a good one.
Katie Daddy, great show, guys. See y'all next time. Absolutely. 2 weeks.
Hey,
See
thanks to
Daddy.
everybody that tuned in. We appreciate you guys.
100%. Appreciate everybody. Good night, y'all.